Hello and welcome everyone to another episode. Yeah, so I've decided, I decided to put up a new video tonight, even though I stated clearly that I wasn't going to, and I ended up changing my mind, get a little bit of a change of heart. Hopefully this thing doesn't get up too late, but I found out a whole bunch of new things about this game. I've been having a few problems. One of them being recording an episode for the last couple days, mostly because of the music in my neighborhood and people playing loud, annoying music, and my microphone being ultra sensitive to any kind of sound that occurs anywhere in a 50-mile radius of it. It's like, this thing, if I held it up to my chest, you could probably hear my heartbeat without a problem. So, anyways, I basically ended up starting off my fueling missions and stuff like that, and, all I have to say is, I did shoot a few episodes before this one, and, I ended up deleting them and just completely getting rid of them, only because, they just really weren't up to par, and it's not like I'm getting really choosy and picky about my videos or anything like that. I just experienced a lot of really silly little problems in the game, and some of them being docking problems, some of them being just setting up, just basic navigation problems and docking problems, and I just decided to reshoot them and change some of the stuff of what I was doing. But you can see what we have launched here is this is going to be our new fueler for our interplanetary ships. Hopefully this doesn't collide. Okay, good. So I decided to change some of these how this is going to work and everything else. There's main reasons behind that is because the old one itself just didn't hold enough fuel, didn't really do the job that well. It really was kind of a clunky design, and it really wasn't set up well. And also, I have learned to launch heavier, bigger payloads since then. And, I decided that this could just be a separate mission in itself. And, it's really working out pretty well. I've already launched this thing a couple times to do minor testing and, other things. It overall is working out pretty well, but, I've experienced already a couple explosions on takeoff, a few game crashes too, which I do have to say was kind of annoying, which I'm just gonna F5 it. Oh, yeah, I can't F5 it right now. I'll hit X. F5. Yeah, just to get a basic save point. I don't suspect this thing of crashing, the game crashing again, but, I'd rather not have to reshoot an entire episode over again. Yeah, so just as I say that, we get an explosion. Amazing. Anyways, lots of good news. Good thing I did quick save it, so, we did kind of save some of the ship. Lots of good news. I mean, one of the things I talked about in my later episodes is, I kind of almost thought that Kurt might be done with Kerbal Space Program, or, something along those lines. I really don't know. I really kind of figured he was done, or, he might be putting it on the back seat, kind of like I did with SimCity now, but, there's really only so much you can do in that game. I'm probably still going to play it. For those of you who play SimCity, I mean, I'm not completely done with the game, I just haven't played it for a while. Mostly because I'm waiting for new updates to come out, just so the game is actually, like, playable. It's kind of annoying, to be honest, with all the problems that game has. It went from being kind of fun in the beginning, and then you read, like, Reddit posts and, all this other stuff, and it isn't even, it's not even like, you know, it helps you out with the game. It just makes you more depressed, the fact that you're even patronizing a game that is just so bad. It's, you know, I feel like I'm, you know, like if this were the 70s, I feel like I'd be like the only guy walking around being like, you know, there are some good points to E.T. You know, it's like E.T. for Atari. You know, be like, oh yeah, you know, there are some good points to the game. I mean, the way this engine works is just absolutely fantastic. It's like, okay, so, you know, it might have some fantastic features, but if it, like 99% of the game is broken. But yeah, anyways, get me off that SimCity fix. Just wipe that bad taste out of my mouth of that game. Yeah, anyways, you know, he came out with a new episode yesterday. If you guys didn't already watch it, it's the kind of a follow-up to the Kerbal Pancake Rover, and, you know, overall, I have to say, it was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't bad, but, you know, he finally got his rover to the moon, which, I mean, me watching it, personally, I'm just kind of like, yeah, you got a rover on the moon, whatever. You know, for me, it's like, I was doing that months ago, so it's not a big deal to me. You know, it's, the logistics behind doing it isn't really, if for the first time, it kind of is a big, thing, but, you know, I wasn't too concerned with it. You know, overall, though, this launch, I mean, other than that crash, and not it wasn't a game crash, my ship actually just exploded for no reason. And it has to do with switching to the map screen for some reason. I don't know why, but with my game, it really doesn't like that whole, I'm going to switch to the map and then switch back to the craft. It like resets the physics or something. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, you know, we're replacing our old fueler. Just want to get rid of it. You know, there wasn't enough RCS. You see, we have 2 tanks. What else was there? Oh yeah, the ship, the Jool Tanker, I found out is piloted by an alternate pilot. Never met him before, but his name is Kranken. Actually, I have met him a couple times. He definitely showed me what's up with a few of my ships before, but yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Every time, because I actually launched this, you know, I said I launched this before, and I went all the way to the moon, everything else, you know, went to the Jool Tanker, and every time I got within, like, a certain distance from the tanker with this docking port, the whole ship itself would just swing around or swing into a different direction. After about an hour or so, I literally burned all my RCS fuel to the point where I had about 150 left, and I finally got it docked. And I decided to just completely scrub everything I've done, get rid of all of it. There was just no point in doing any of it. The only thing I did do after I docked, which some of you might like, some of you might not, I did transfer out as much fuel because I did actually take it from Kerbin to the moon. So, you know, there was some fuel that was used, and, you know, I decided that we could get some of that fuel back. So, alright, we are in a stable orbit, and I don't need to proceed any further with getting Doggy. Doggy, I've been dealing with noise all day, Doggy. Can you please, please? I know you want to play Kerbal. I know. You know, one of these days, Doggy, I might let you in and we can play Kerbal together. But just not tonight. Okay, Doggy? Alright, so we got our burn set up. I don't know. This is probably going to take a while to, it's going to be a 4-minute burn, so, you know, I got plenty of talking ahead of me, so, well, you know what, I'll speed it up, if anything. I think that just is the better option. So, we need to get it down to 2 minutes, and I'm just going to have to make a mark or something, or remember this, because, I'm trying to do different things with the video editor. I don't think I'm going to speed it up, because that would require me to have to do a lot more. You know what? I'll try it. Whatever. So 2 minutes and 10 seconds. That's what we need. So it's gonna be my first time really messing around. I'm gonna have to find a song or something. Whatever. Hopefully this doesn't take all night to edit it. I'm not very good with my editor. I mean, some of you guys might know this, but you know, video editing is one of the things that I just never really learned very. You know, I never really got too in depth with any of the video editing stuff. You know, if anything, I might just cut this part out or something. But whatever. But yeah. So anyways, guys, I will see you on the other side. And we're back, guys. Yeah, so, a few other things I forgot to mention. Well, not really mention, but I kind of forgot about. Yeah, SpaceX, they ended up releasing a video recently. For those of you who haven't already watched it, I'm gonna quick save again, just to be sure we don't get a crash or anything. Once again, my rocket exploded, and then, you know, luckily I talked about how I should save it, and yeah, that saved the day. So, alright, we gotta get a little close here. Yeah, this orbit that I got going on here, totally didn't want to be this close, but whatever, it works. So, yeah, no, Kerbal Space Program, you know, if you guys aren't subscribed to them on YouTube, you know, they're not like releasing gameplay footage, so to speak. I mean, there was their trailer kind of thing for the game that you know, was like basically fan made. They ended up releasing a new video recently of like the lost moon footage or something along those lines. Kind of a funny video, a little bit. You know, it's basically them, like, you know, the Kerbals, like, messing around with the camera and stuff like that, and, alright, so we need to bring this down just a little bit. And then we gotta do a lot of correction on our node. Just bring this down a little bit more. Come on, come on. And now we're gonna try to dock this episode. You know, once again, I did mention that the Kraken have taken control of the ship. They have held it hostage, and they're not willing to negotiate in any kind of way. So, you know, hopefully when we get back there, you know, Bruce Willis comes by, and he, you know, shoots the leader in the head, so all the rest of them don't know what to do anymore. So that definitely should come in handy. Yeah, this isn't going to be good, considering that this whole correction here is going to kind of screw up my orbit. So, okay. 33-second burn. I better maneuver over. But yeah, no, the Kerbal footage was kind of cool. I mean, it wasn't the funniest thing, but you know, the Steam one I kind of thought was really good. You know, especially how they incorporated the Steam logo into their video. It really kind of, it had that little special touch to it, you could tell. You know, a lot of people are kind of against them going to Steam, which I really don't understand why. I mean, I do understand that some people are kind of just all around against Steam, just kind of like how a lot of people are just against Origin in every way. You know, I am not a huge fan of DRM or Steam, or I mean, well, I'm not going to say Steam, but Origin I really don't care for so much, especially when I found out like Battlefield 2 was going to be on Origin. That kind of made me not want to buy it. So that's one game I just didn't buy because of Origin itself. You know, and SimCity, I bit the bullet, and I was like, whatever, I guess I'm gonna have to deal with it. But, no, overall, I mean, Steam seems to be a lot better. Overall, it's like a very robust, all-around, just generally good platform for games, and it kind of brings the community together a lot better than previous tries. One of the kind of founders in this, is Xfire. I don't know if a lot of you guys ever had Xfire. I'm a bit of an older gamer, so to speak. I was kind of around before, a lot of things. I've seen a lot of changes in the industry over all the years I've been gaming and everything else, and I've seen a lot, and Xfire was kind of one of those things. It kind of worked, but at the same time it just wasn't really like, it had the same kind of friend system that Steam has. It's, it was roughly almost the exact same thing, and it would bring together everybody, and it was all under one platform. You could connect to people's games, and you could do all that stuff. It wasn't really like a new technology when Steam like added that, or whenever Steam added that. I really don't know when they actually put all these features in with Steam. When I got Half-Life 2, that's when things really started to change. So this is looking good to me. I think I'm just going to use RCS to do some fine controls here. Alright, bring this out just a little bit more. I'm just kind of concerned that this orbit isn't going to come together as good as I think it's going to be. So, let's see. If I do... Yeah, this orbit's going to be a little wonky. So... Actually, whoa, what am I doing? Slow down, bring it back. What am I doing? Alright, bring this, yeah, there we go. It looks like we're gonna have some kind of encounter here. That looks pretty good to me, too. 7.9, can I do better? Can I get anything better? Nope, that's not good. Once again, this maneuver node just a little too sensitive for my liking. What does that say? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm totally down for that. And when I say I'm down with that, it meant you had the flu. I'm not sick right now. Even though I happen to go through getting sicknesses, just randomly getting sicknesses from my job, and freaking people don't know how to cover their mouth. Yeah, no. I'm actually feeling pretty good at the moment. Had a pretty decent day. Yeah. So let's get this thing. What do we got here? 3 minutes. It's these kind of countdowns that I really hate. 3 minutes is a very short time, and if you really screw up with your time warp, that you can just completely miss your burn. So we need 9 seconds. I think it should be good. Hopefully I can see the changes of these things coming together. Yeah, we definitely can. This is a good thing. Alright. Our orbit's gonna be nutty though in the beginning. We're gonna probably have to do a little bit of a burn to do a lot of correction. So just bring this down a little bit further. RCS controls. Bring this down to... Is 1.6 gonna be all we get out of this? Yeah, whatever. That's way... That's amazing. It's good. So hopefully the Kraken, Bruce Willis has stopped by and shot the Kraken in his face. That would be a good thing. I probably would be so happy to watch the Kraken die, but, it probably didn't actually happen that way. So, Bruce Willis, we never get to see him especially in orbit around the moon. Or wait, no. He did go in orbit around the moon. That's right. Totally forgot about that Armageddon thing. Yeah. Even though the space controls in that game were totally not how space actually is. Because, you know, you need wow, yeah, no. I'm just not even going to get into that either. That was just silly directors thinking they know what space is like. Yeah, so let's get this thing. I gotta burn retrograde. We should be pretty close now. Yeah, I think I just completely rolled over once. And just turn on the time warp here. There we go. Alright, now we're getting pretty close, so I'm just gonna start my burn because it's gonna take a little while. With these nuclear engines, you know, if the docking in this episode does take too long, I will call it. I don't want to have a video of me docking for 25 minutes, so, you know, that one of the things I'm just going to kind of, I'll end up either, if it starts moving, I'll probably end up cutting until I actually make a dock. So, I'm probably going to end up quick saving a couple times, though, just to ensure that I don't burn away all my precious RCS, because it was just, seriously, you shouldn't need 900, or you shouldn't have to burn almost 1,000 RCS fuel just to dock. That's just a little excessive. Just a tidbit, you know. Put that in your, you know, your filing cabinet, whatever, just so you know, if you ever have to burn more than 200 RCS fuel to dock something, and I mean just about anything, you know, even with these Jool carriers, or even with the Jool Tanker, I should say, and the Jool Carrier and stuff like that, docking those massive pieces, I didn't even burn, some of them, I didn't even burn more than 100 RCS, so, you know, you're talking about a huge unstable piece, and this thing is just fighting me every step of the way, so hopefully it does not affect the ship in any kind of way, though. That's the one thing I'm really just dreading, that if this really does affect the ship in a way that, you know, it's always going to be like this, I really am going to have to come up with some kind of alternative to the Jool Tanker. If not, just a complete redesign. So, you know, some of you guys might be a little, you know, I really don't like wasting stuff in this game, and I know a lot of you guys, you know, my launches and everything else, it's not very a very efficient space program, but I just like to have fun. So, I mean, I don't lean towards efficiency, but at the same time, I don't want to just completely waste fuel and everything just for, you know, almost like the sake of it. It just doesn't, I don't like the idea of that. Alright, so we're gonna get pretty close on our approach here. It's looking good. I'm gonna switch over. SAS is on, just so you guys know, you know, so it's not like some strange anomaly here that I'm like trying to point out. Yeah, set this as target. Oh, what am I doing? You know, just so it's not some kind of like strange thing that only I'm, you know, it's like something that I'm controlling in some kind of way. It is the game, and if you look right now, it already is moving. So, alright, I need to shift the other way. Oh god, now I'm moving away. It already is shifting in a different direction, which is making me just slightly angry. Alright, bring this around, and we need to line up. Wow, just cancel out this motion here, though. What am I doing? We need to kind of aim towards it a little bit. That way we can kind of You know, we're moving away too. I should really start aiming the ship towards this thing. That's another thing I guess I should be doing. It would just be kind of a smart thing to do. So I'll just bring this over a little bit. I just really hope this thing doesn't start flying away like it did. That was just pure annoying beyond belief, and I was just overall generally upset on the way that this thing was just, it was completely, it's like completely defiant of me docking. So, alright, now time warp, and we're looking good now. So this is our target. Turn on RCS, SAS. Slow us down a lot, please. It already looks like it's moving again in some kind of random direction. Apparently Bruce Willis just doesn't care about the Jool fuel tanker. Alright, are we moving in some other direction that I'm not aware of? And as you can see, it's already shifting. Amazing. Oh my god, this might be it. Oh god, this isn't going to be it. I'm just trying to dock up as quick as I can. I don't really care about it being precise right now, so I'm probably gonna end up fighting this thing for a good 20-30 minutes. So it's just shifting. That's the problem. Alright, stop. And we're moving up. We need to be... Alright, turn on... Yeah. And we need to go over. Over. Over the other way, please. I just don't understand why it's shifting. It shouldn't be moving. That's the main thing. There's no forces acting upon the ship in any kind of way, shape, or form. There's no thrust, nothing. So, it just kind of enrages me a little bit that this thing is even moving. So, for those of you who have never docked to a moving target, it's not fun. You know, it's like times like this, I wish I kind of used MechJeb in a way, but in the same respect, I would rather just do it myself. You know, it's like I'll shift my camera view to get, you know, a better vantage point to, you know, like where I can actually dock up with the thing, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I'm gonna move again. You know, and there's nothing colliding with it. I just don't understand that. It just is being defiant. You shall not defy me, spaceship. I mean, even right now, I've already burned an excessive amount of RCS. I should have also mentioned, I put some lights on this thing. I don't know why we're moving away either. I think it's moving once again. And those lights are just way too bright. Yes, it is moving once again. And I mean, if somebody knows something I don't, as far as like how to fix something like this, please let me know. It really just is overall generally annoying. I forgot to quick save, so I'll just do that right now. This is just, it's stupid to me. Like, it almost makes me not want to do this Jool Tanker thing and somehow, some way figure out a way of just putting fuel into the game. Like, that's how, and I would, like, I would take the fuel out of here and then just put it in the other ship. You know, like, I would just wish I could do that. Like, I don't see what the big problem is. You know, if this can't be completed, or if this can't be done, or if it shouldn't be done, I should say, then the game itself should be changed to fix stuff like this. It's just kind of a joke. So, I mean, somebody might not like the fact that I say that, but if I can't build a ship like this and it just work, then none of the other features, like as far as fuel and everything else is concerned, should even be added or considered, because this is kind of like a thing in the game that is relatively important. So, alright, enough of my complaining. So I'm gonna try to flip up as quick as I can and then just ram this thing right in there. And that's what she said. Alright, come on, go, 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 go. Why isn't it? Oh my god. Really? That is just a joke. Oh man. Yeah, you're gonna hear my sighs of frustration come through the channels. Come on. What's going on here? Come on, let's go. We're lined up. Just gonna go flying at this thing. Yeah, this is just not working out so well. Are we clipping into the ship? Yeah, I'm just gonna F5 this, or F9 I should say. Go back here a second. I just don't understand what the problem is. So, if anything, I'm going to cut right here, and once I find a successful docking solution, I will bring it right back, I guess. I'm gonna try turning off SAS, and you know, see if that solves it. I'll try it one more time, and after that, if I don't get a successful docking, I will cut until I actually get a docking achieved, which could take forever at this rate. Doggy, you are not allowed to play Kerbal Space Program. Sorry. So, alright. We are moving away from our targets, obviously. I should burn towards our target. And I'm gonna aim more for, I don't know. Like right there-ish, I guess. Hold on. Wow. It looks like it's still moving even right now from this view. So I'm like kind of hesitant on where I'm going to go. So that looks acceptable. I'll turn RCS on, and then I'm gonna flip it down. But yeah, this is just, we might have to do a redesign, guys. This is just not, this is not acceptable. I mean, I don't like this at all. You know, building an interplanetary fleet and all that other stuff is all fun, but I mean, like, if I can't even dock up with this thing, it kind of just takes away the whole fun of even doing this. Come on, RCS. Yeah, I'm gonna have to flip around. Wrong way. Yeah, just amazingness. Just hopefully this thing just decides not to shift in any other direction. I was having a problem, almost the exact same problem with the moon space station too. I think it's just has to do with docking near the moon. I don't know. I mean, I've never really had problems with docking near the moon. I don't know what it is with this thing, but I think it might have to do with the fact of multiple docking ports, but that is just me, so... You know, once again, I didn't want to shoot a video of me docking for like 10 minutes, but, I guess it, you know, just kind of happened. Please don't move. I will give you all the, I don't know, money I got in Kerbal Space Program, which isn't saying a lot. I'll give you all the money in my bank account. That also isn't saying a lot. Oh, God. Come on. I'm waiting for it to appear on the actual maneuver node or whatever. It looks like maybe we got it. I don't know. I still do just, I have to say, it's kind of a joke. You know, you guys seen what I was doing. I mean, I wasn't doing anything wrong as far as the docking is concerned. Is it moving again? Alright, come on, come on, come on. Wow, this thing is taking forever to slow down. It looks like it's moving again. I can almost see it moving, I think. Alright, come on, come on. Come on, little thing. Alright, we're moving away from it. I think we got it this time, guys. I mean, I don't want to... I'm probably going to jinx myself by even thinking that, so... I'm just going to come down. Right now. Yeah. Alright. Bring it up. Come on, come on. Stop moving. Wow. Wrong key. And no dock. That's amazing. You know what, guys? I'm going to cut right here, and I'll see you when we docked. And we're back, guys. Yeah. Just, my God. This game really is... I don't know what happened, but, I mean, I ended up docking after multiple attempts. I mean, it's just kind of rolling around right now. I don't dare touch it because I'm afraid it's gonna end up getting screwed up. You know, maybe I can... There we go. Perfect. So we eventually docked up now, finally. I'm gonna call the episode just, you know, I think after this, yeah, I'm probably going to, our next mission will be refueling, our Jool Tanker, and I'm going to end up doing a few of these missions off camera just to refuel the Jool Tanker. Then afterwards, we're gonna send the rest of this fuel, whatever remainder that we do have inside here, is going towards, the Jool, station that we have. So let me, you know, replenish whatever fuel I can get. Alt, there we go. We really didn't burn through a lot of fuel, I do have to say, so I mean, it's not like a huge deal. But yeah, no, this thing just, I think the RCS had some of effect on it, but my God, it was just, you guys, I mean, you guys could probably hear the frustration that was starting to set in, and I was violently cursing and punching my monitor the entire time when I was off camera, because it just, this mission has kind of been somewhat of an annoyance so far, and I mean, the takeoff was kind of shoddy. I shot a couple episodes beforehand. It just all around it's just been a problem. Let's see. I want to take out the fuel evenly from this thing, because I feel like that might be of a problem too. So I'm gonna try to get as much fuel as I can. Now, what you guys might notice too are these tanks where everything's attached. These tanks are not going to ever be emptied, as far as you know, use, you know, like this tank and this one, all these other ones. They're not going to be used actually for refueling anything. Those are going to be strictly for spacecraft fuel, while the center tanks and everything, you know, these little tanks, I should turn on the lights. Wait, I can't click if I, oh, okay. Yeah, no, well, these lights here, you know, I should have turned those on, but they really wouldn't have had any role in making me dock any better. So, oh, God, yeah. Transfer this out. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do this entire fuel transfer and all this stuff on camera, but, you know, we can see, I just wanted to show you guys that we did, in fact, dock. It's just, I'm really hoping that this thing doesn't have any problems. I'm looking at these, and these engines look slightly off-center for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. That's a little funky. So, that actually is really weird. I don't know how these engines are attached. But, yeah, anyways, guys, slightly frustrating episode. I'm hoping things get a little bit better. I mean, I've been frustrated with this game so many times. You guys have no idea. Just literally pulling my hair out. Especially with Moonbase Minmus, or Minmus Base Beta, or whatever I should say. Yeah, it was, some of the things involved in building that base are just, if you guys only knew, some of the problems that base has sometimes, and with attaching stuff to it, dear Lord, that's all I can say, dear Lord. But, yeah, anyways, guys, you know, thank you for watching. I really wasn't going to put out an episode tonight, but, I changed my mind. You know, the frustration of music playing and just a multitude of things just were driving me insane. And, you know, to you new people, big hidey-ho and welcome. And, yeah. After this tank here, I will see you guys. Oh, and I forgot, you check out the Facebook and the Twitter. Yes, I always mention these. Please check them out. I always post the latest Kerbal updates and all that good stuff. But, yeah, anyways,